I arrived here just over 2 years ago and took over a church which fundamentally was already very healthy. They had a lot of the stuff in place that you would expect to see. Parish giving scheme, for example, was already well embedded. And actually the church has always had and continues to have a large range of very generous givers. What we didn't have was a structured plan as to how the church was engaging with them, and nor was there actually any consciousness about how that had come to be. The process that we adopted was firstly to engage with the PCC and then to engage with the wider church community. We did that partly through preaching and inviting the diocesan stewardship advisor to actually come and speak to the congregation in a quasi-sermon, and to link that to obviously the scriptures for the day, which helped really underline that when we're talking about stewardship, when we're talking about discipleship and we're talking about mission, we're actually talking about gospel imperatives. That's then been reinforced over time by myself and other members of the ministry team here, who've regularly been using almost as a buzz phrase, as a catchphrase, we've been using time, talent and treasure. It's featured in PCC meetings, it's featured in our APCM, it's featured in regular preaching, so that people have really understood and received this message that time, talent and treasure is what we are all about, or in terms of our giving to God is in one of those or all of those ways, in different ways. And it's going to differ for every single person. That's led to a load of change. So some people took it to mean entirely it was about money and have reviewed their giving. We've seen an increase in uptake to the parish giving scheme, and we've seen general unrestricted giving actually go up. I don't know how much by, because we're still in the middle of the process, but there has been a notable increase. But what's been much more encouraging is that it's led to conversations about mission and discipleship that I didn't see coming, and in fact no one else did either. Top tips for talking about financial stewardship, about generous giving and the journey that church is going to be on. I think the first one is to be positive about it. Generous giving is about culture. It's about culture of a church, and it's generous giving not just in terms of money, but in terms of the other gifts that we all have to share, and helping people uncover those gifts. People need to hear a message of hope and joy. So hearing from their parish priests that actually the archdeacon's fantastic and has just helped me sort out a problem with a building, or they've sorted out get a faculty through, or hearing that how brilliant our bishops are, and then they see that bishop serving a community at a confirmation or a licensing service is really encouraging. It also helps to actually talk positively about the diocese and what it does, and knowing what support is there for you when you need it. So I wouldn't be shy and say, actually, yeah, this is what the parish share is, this is what it funds, and this is what it's for, and that's all about ministry, and that's what allows me to be here. Give me my money, give me your money because I want to pay my parish share is not a compelling story. Give me your money so that I can convert this space into a community space that can be used in lots of different ways and support disadvantaged community groups in a number of different ways with examples of what that looks like is compelling. And people will fund that every single day of the week.